Tulum. Is it worth a visit in 2021? So, I visited Tulum about 4 years ago. Back then I really enjoyed its beautiful white beaches, easy access to everything, and the hole-in-wall places that were perfect for a backpacker to eat on a budget. I loved my stay, spending most of the time on the beach, swimming nearby cenotes, and exploring the famous Mayan ruins. Fast forward to 2021, however, and we're talking about a completely different Tulum. Tulum has boomed and subsequently has construction. It has become a mecca for influencers, fitfluencers, rich snobs, and modern-day hippies and hipsters that want to be in touch with nature, but will pay big money for exclusivity and drugs. And dare not let one of these be offline, for if it wasn't posted on social media, did it really happen? Kind of like that tree fell in the forest conundrum, Anyway, so the outcome is a burgeoning hotel industry that is trying to cater for this newly found demand. Large parts of the famous Tulum beach have now been developed into an exclusive hotel zone, untouchable and unreachable by us mere mortals, and never mind the locals. You either stay at an overpriced hotel that's going to set your savings back by 2 years, or you order a drink that you will probably savor for like the next 3 hours, because you might as well be buying it at the Swiss airport bar. That's how expensive it is. The famous beach strip and road is crowded and littered with potholes that could give Mozambique a run for its money. Overpriced boutique shops and glamorous eco-styled hotels line this road. Don't get me wrong, some of this architecture is truly stunning. It is beautiful. The wooden statue that can be found at Raw Love is magnificent. Some of these eco-hotels have amazing concepts and structures that are truly beautiful. The problem is, it is packed. There's an hour-long line so people can go take a selfie at Raw Love. That's crazy. Everything is designed to be a selfie opportunity, which to me defeats the purpose of traveling. Even downtown Tulum is littered with expensive restaurants and construction sites for future hotels. Hole-in-the-wall local places are harder and harder to find nowadays. As an example, a tortilla at a local place in Mexico will cost you roughly between 12 and 18 pesos. Restaurants in Tulum will easily charge you for 100 pesos for one taco or one tortilla. It's crazy. The ruins are expensive to visit and overcrowded. Taxis will charge you 150 pesos or $8 to drive you a kilometer. It all kind of feels like a giant ripoff. A detrimental and possibly environmentally damaging ripoff at that. First off, all the construction is driving the prices through the roof, increasing the cost of living and disenfranchising the locals. Yes, there are some business opportunities for the locals. Restaurants, cafes, bistros, scooter rentals, and I'm sure the construction industry feels like a kid in a candy shop right now. But most of these mega hotel projects are from foreign investors and only benefit the upper echelons of society. There's now only one beach strip that is available to the public and locals alike. I spoke to many locals that grew up here and they told me they had fond memories of Tulum 15 years ago when the beach was accessible to all. You could go fishing every day, the town was quieter and cheaper, and everything was overall better. Many workers live in nearby villages and get carted down to Tulum every day, just to work and then sent back home to the little villages somewhere hidden in the jungle. Problem number 2 is the environmental damage this unfettered and semi-unregulated construction boom is causing. Many new developments do not install proper wastewater facilities, meaning that the runoff from thousands of tourists ends up in underground water supply, i.e. the cenotes you come to see or the ocean. You don't have to be a scientist to understand that this is bad. No one wants to swim in poop water, especially poop water that is causing algae to bloom, covering local coral reefs and essentially strangling them. In addition, huge areas of jungle and mangroves are being cut down to make room for more hotels. The very nature that people come from all over the world to see is being eradicated, endangering ecosystems, species, and in the case of the mangroves, eliminating natural barriers for hurricanes. Okay, that was a lot. So, as you can see, there are some downsides. It's expensive, overcrowded, and comes at an ecological cost. So, what are the pros, you might ask? Well, Tulum is close to many beautiful cenotes that are within half an hour's drive's reach if you rent a scooter or grab a taxi or rent a car. There's still some hole-in-the-wall places left if you know where to look. The beach is beautiful, and big if here, if you are there at the right time of the year, as tons of seaweed is now being swept onto the beaches. It's called sargassum. Look it up. It's basically just brown seaweed rotting on the beaches for several months at a time. Some of the architecture is very beautiful, and there are some very cool concepts. But overall, Tulum isn't much to write home about anymore, unfortunately. I feel like it's well on its way to become Cancun or Playa del Carmen. And who wants that? That's not the real Mexico. The Mexican experience has perished. And if you're truly looking to experience Mexico, I wouldn't recommend Tulum. Rather go to the island of Holbox, which is more affordable, way more down to earth, and beautiful island that is home to flamingos. Go to Valladolid, a close town to Tulum. It's about an hour away, where you can still see the cenotes. Well, I hope this helped. This was my honest review of Tulum. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Till next time.